This week on Life in the Park, some popular venues in the park have closed their doors. Southwest LRT must trim $341 million and some stations from its budget. Park the Street 2 is a healthy hit, and much more.
Welcome to this week's edition of Life in the Park. I'm Scott Smith. In our cover story, Health in the Park hosted Park the Street 2 on Texas Avenue between Minnetonka Boulevard and 28th Street and the Texatonka Park. The weather was great and many participants gave positive feedback. That's coming up, but first, here's news you can use. Well, a sad day for those of us who enjoy a frosty cold one. Craft beer retailer The Four Firkins closed its doors in St. Louis Park as well as Oakdale last week. In a blog post on the company's website, business founder Jason Alvey explained the reasons for the closure, stating, due to increased competition from big box retailers and grocery stores, as well as other factors, including highway closures and Sunday sales laws, we are unable to continue to provide the high quality personalized retail experience we expect and our customers deserve. The Four Firkins opened 8 years ago in St. Louis Park and added the Oakdale store about a year ago. Another popular establishment has locked its doors. Toby Keith's I Love This Bar and Grill at the Shops at West End has closed after falling behind on its taxes. State records show the country-themed restaurant, owned and operated by Phoenix-based Boomtown Entertainment, has been on and off the Minnesota Department of Revenue's tax delinquency list for months. Businesses on the list can't buy or receive alcohol from distributors. Named for country singer Toby Keith and his 2003 hit single, I Love This Bar, the 15,000 square foot bar and restaurant opened in 2009, choosing to locate at the West End instead of the Mall of America. The chain has also closed restaurants in Arizona, California, and Texas in the past year. Various ways to trim $341 million from the Southwest Light Rail project's burgeoning budget were bandied about recently, and while no decisions were made, an advisory committee appears to be leaning toward a solution that hits Eden Prairie the hardest. The Southwest Corridor Management Committee and Metro Transit staff members are charged with cutting the 16-mile line's costs while making the project viable by attracting about 30,000 riders each day in order to qualify for $827 million in federal funding. Eden Prairie Mayor Nancy Tyra Lukens suggested ending the line at the Southwest Station, now a transit hub for bus service. That would mean the Mitchell Road station in Eden Prairie would be eliminated and a station at Eden Prairie Town Center deferred. As a result of the cost overruns, the state's largest transportation project will be delayed by a year, opening sometime in 2020. A final recommendation to the Met Council from the committee was expected July 1st, with the full council acting on the new budget July 8th. The replacement of nearly 14,000 water meters in St. Louis Park began in late May this year and is expected to take about 12 to 18 months. Water meter replacement is taking place at no charge to the homeowner. Major reasons water meters are being replaced in the park: most existing meters are more than 40 years old, and since meters slow with age, need to be replaced. New meter technology will not require a meter reader to walk the community and manually undertake thousands of meter readings each quarter. New meters allow for real-time leak detection that might be occurring in a home so that the city can inform customers of the situation to help them save money and conserve water. Recent media stories on this topic were misleading. Residents' water will not be shut off except in extreme circumstances after several attempts to reach the homeowner for water meter replacement. Notifications will be made via mail, telephone, and in person. It will only be in highly unusual situations when a homeowner is completely unresponsive that the city would even begin to consider the possibility of shutting off water to the home. The May 2015 edition of Park Perspective, mailed to each address in the city, featured a front-page story about this project. The July 2015 Park Perspective, due in homes in mid-July, contains an update with detailed information on how to make an appointment once you are notified. Additionally, Park TV producers interviewed Utilities Superintendent Jay Hall about the program. The video is available on the city's YouTube channel and on the city's website at stlouispark.org. Click on Video on Demand. Water meters are being replaced in 7 stages across the city over the next 12 to 18 months, and replacement in the first stage has only just started. The city's contractor, Ferguson Water Works, will send scheduling request notifications via U.S. mail. Until notification is received, no action is required of homeowners. In fact, it's not possible to schedule an appointment prior to receiving notification, as your information will not be loaded in the scheduling system. Once notified, you may select a 2-hour window appointment, including evenings and weekends, with the average install taking 60 to 90 minutes. Please note the appointment window is for the installer to arrive during that 2-hour window. In some instances, when the installer arrives near the end of the window, the installation may extend beyond the 2-hour time frame. 2 requirements include that someone over 18 must be home at the time of install, and your meter will need to be clear of obstructions and easily accessible by the installer. Ferguson Waterworks, Inc., the installers wear uniforms, have ID badges, and drive clearly marked vehicles. Questions? Contact Jay Hall, Utilities Superintendent, at 952-924-2557. CenturyLink has applied for a franchise to offer cable television in St. Louis Park. CenturyLink currently offers telephone and internet service in St. Louis Park. City Council will hold a public hearing on July 6th to hear CenturyLink's proposal and comments from the public. Minnesota statute requires a franchise to offer cable TV, and any new franchise be similar to the one that applies to the existing cable TV company. In July and August, city staff and the Telecommunications Advisory Commission will enter into franchise negotiations with CenturyLink based on the franchise that governs Comcast. If the negotiations are successful, the City Council will consider the proposed franchise in September. CenturyLink is pursuing cable television franchises all over the Twin Cities and expects to begin service in some areas yet this summer. For more information, contact Reg Dunlap at 952-924-2660 or rdunlap@stlouispark.org. More information is available at stlouispark.org/cable-tv-information.html. Well, the summer concert series continues on Wednesday, July 8th at Wolf Park with the folk pop rock band Standing Waves. Music begins at 7 p.m. The concerts are free of charge, courtesy of the St. Louis Park Rotary and the St. Louis Park Operations and Recreation Department. In case of unfavorable weather conditions, call 952-924-2567 for updates on concert status. Now, to our cover story. Health in the Park hosted Park the Street 2 on Texas Avenue between Minnetonka Boulevard and 28th Street, and at the Texatonka Park, no motorized traffic was allowed as pedestrians and bicycles took over the road for the fun, health-themed event. Reg Dunlap has our cover story.
Health in the Park organized the second Park the Street event on June 7th, held at Texatonka Park and on Texas Avenue, which was closed from Minnetonka Boulevard to 28th Street. There were plenty of things to see and exciting things to do.
What we're trying to do is we're trying to shut down Sherco plants number 1 and 2 because they're burning dirty coal, and we would like to replace it with cleaner and renewable energy.
We are all about tabletop games. We are a store that people can come into and play and find a community of people that are like-minded, and we offer events and times for people to get together.
You don't worry about the beak. The beak is not her weapon. Those talons are. You don't ever want to put the talons or even
near your face.
Right.
Hi there, I'm Henry and I'm with Hoy Guards. Today we're basically have a little table set up here. We're giving away a couple free tune-ups. We've got all of our information on our Nordic walking classes, our canoe kayak rentals, our summertime paddle derbies that we do every Thursday in town.
Oh, what's a salmon?
It is an amphibian. So it's kind of like the cousin of a frog or a toad, but it's got a big smile. It's an amphibian, and lizards would have claws. This one doesn't have claws on it. It's kind of got suction cup feet. You see the little feet on there?
Very cool. Can he touch the snake?
You more certainly can.
Hey, let's touch the snake.
You can touch the back of it. I think it feels like a basketball.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, it does. Doesn't
Isn't
it?
that fun?
Park the Street 2 was funded by the Center for Prevention at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Minnesota.
Thanks to Reg Dunlap for the story. Next week's cover story, John McHugh highlights St. Louis Park High School bands. Remember, you can always keep up to date in the park by visiting our Facebook page at facebook.com/St. Louis Park. So that's it for this edition of Life in the Park. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here on Park TV.
This is Scott Heitkamp with your Rec Minute. Kids, start saving those pennies. July is Penny Carnival time. The Penny Carnival in Wolf Park will be held on Friday, July 17th from noon to 2 p.m. Show off your skills at the fun carnival games, dance to the beats of DJ Bob, and enjoy a jump in the moonwalks or a ride on the hayride. Your own transportation must be provided to Wolf Park. Games range from 2 to 4 cents, and refreshment tickets will also be sold for $1. Change will be made available at the park that day. Don't miss out on this fun event at Wolf Park.
The City of St. Louis Park would like you to know that local businesses along Minnetonka Boulevard are still open during road construction. Your local businesses invite you to stop by for all of your business needs. Thank you.